Oh hey, didn't see you come in. I guess you expected me to do some sort of review for you or something. Well, not quite prepared. I think it's quite rude of you just to come in my household and ask me to do a review video or something. Really just an invasion of my privacy, that's all it is. But yes, let's do this. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Liam here, coming at you with a brand new review of the On the Run Cold Sweat Marker, also known as the OTR .171. A lot of people don't really know about this marker. For some reason it kind of flies under the radar, and there are no good reviews on YouTube for it, so I feel it's my duty to tell you guys how good this marker really is. The OTR .171 and OTR .071 Cold Sweat markers are both pump action system markers, which means you just push down on the nib to get the ink flowing through it. It comes in two different sizes. The miniature size, which I have here today, it's called the OTR .171, measures in at 10 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters. And then there's also the larger version, which is called the OTR .071, which looks like this hard to buff marker. It's the exact same size. It measures in at 16 centimeters long by 2.5 centimeters wide. So yeah, what you need to remember though is there's no difference between the way the OTR .171 and OTR .071 performs. The only difference is the amount of ink it can carry. Everything else is the same. The pump system, the mechanics inside, the ink inside, the nib you get with it, everything is the same. So let's get started. The OTR .171 and OTR .071 both come equipped with a T-style nib. Here's a comparison of the T-style nib compared to a normal OTR nib you'd find in their other markers like the hard to buff, the flow pen, and the .060 permanent paint marker. So yeah, the T-nib is 2 centimeters long, which is 0.8 inches, and 1 centimeter wide, whereas the smaller nib is only 1.5 centimeters long, which converts into 0.6 inches and has the same width of 1 centimeter. Not a lot of difference. The T-nib is a bit bigger. But what you can do with the smaller nib, which you can't do with the T-nib, is when you wear down one side of the smaller nib, you can just take it out, flip it over, and put it back in. So this nib, I guess you could say, has double the life of the T-nib. You can purchase your very own OTR .171 and .071 on almost all online graffiti retail stores. For Canadian buyers, I recommend BombingScience.com, and for American buyers, I recommend ArtPrimo.com. Remember, OinkArtLtd.com does not carry this marker along with any other OTR products. The OTR .171 and .071 only come in black. As you see later on in the video, it's a really nice black. And you can purchase the miniature version, the .171, for about $5, and the larger version, which is the same size as this On the Run hard to buff marker, for about $7. Both, of course, plus shipping and handling. Okay, sweet. Give me a second to talk about the ink and mechanics inside this marker. First off, OTR has put their patented pump action system inside this marker, which works like a charm. This marker is refillable, and the T-nibs, which looks like this, like you saw earlier, are also replaceable. Just remember to clean out the pump system inside this marker really well. And if you don't know how to do this, don't worry, I actually posted a video. Here's a link right here. You can click on that. Pretty much what it tells you how to clean out your marker, replace the ink, all that kind of stuff that you need to know how to do it properly. So yeah, you can buy replacement T-nibs online for about $2. Now the ink inside the OTR Cold Sweat marker is pretty unique. Pretty much what it is just a mix between the normal OTR hard to buff ink, comme ça, which, as you may or may not know, stains like a bitch. But what they did down in OTR lab in Germany was they added a chemical called bitumen. And what bitumen is just like a tar. So it gives it that little extra cover capacity that you would find in paint, and it makes it stain harder than normal hard to buff ink. It's a shame though because they don't sell the formula they put inside this marker in refills, but they do sell the hard to buff ink in refills, and it works great. You can just buy some of this and fill it up after this marker's empty. And you can purchase this again on any online graffiti retail store, and it's about like $11 for 250 milliliters of it, and it's like the same price as grog, and you get the same amount as grog. So, you know, I recommend instead of buying grog, just try this out once. Okay, so now that you're more familiar with all the technical aspects of the On the Run Cold Sweat marker, we're going to go and take it to the streets and see how it performs. Remember, this is a tagging marker, so you wouldn't use it on paper or laminated paper. So today I'm only going to show you 2 surface tests. We're going to do a surface test on metal and a surface test on glass, which are the 2 most common surfaces you would find outside. So let's get right into it. Alright, so here we go with the very first surface test with the On the Run Cold Sweat marker, and it of course is going to be on smooth metal. I got my brand new board here, which I won in an arm wrestling match with a hobo. True story. I kicked his ass. Sweet. Okay, so a couple things you want to remember before using the OTR .171 cold wet marker is you want to shake it up very nicely. You want to mix up the bin that's in there. Trust me, this will give you the maximum cover capacity. So shake it up a lot before you use it. And then the thing is, I suggest before you even go out to your station, when you're in your house packing up all your markers, whether it be in your pocket, in your bag, test out the marker one time, just make sure everything's running smoothly, because this marker can be a bit moody. Some days it will give you a great line, other days it'll give you really streaky lines. So I suggest you test in your house. If it's not working great, don't bring it on the sesh. If it's working super, take it with you, because the worst thing is when you get to a wall and you're halfway through your tag and you're realizing, wait, this marker's performing like shit. So yeah, I'm just going to thump down a couple times what you really need to do with this marker. So maybe even 3 times. Okay, and let's get started. Alright, looking really good actually. Let's take a bit of a closer look here. Very, very dark, very, very opaque. You can't find this in other inks. Some streakage, but barely any. It is kind of smelly, so again, outdoor uses only. But yeah, it's looking really tight on this surface, so I'm going to have to give it 4 stars. Okay, here we go with the last surface test of the day on the OTR .171 Cold Sweat marker. And it's going to be on a relatively new surface for us, glass. Now, I've never actually tried the OTR Cold Sweat on glass, so this is going to be as new to me as it is going to be to you guys. So let's get started. Before getting into it, okay, here we go. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, it's really opaque, as you can see. The color of this ink is really deep. You cannot see through it at all. It is a bit smelly, however, when you use it, so I recommend only for outdoor use. And quite vibrant. That is the bin in there. That's what makes it so opaque. That's what makes it kind of shiny too. So yeah, a bit streaky in some parts, as you can see a bit. But other than that, it's looking good. So OTR Cold Sweat on glass, I am going to give it 3.5 stars. Alright YouTube, our time here is done, so my final overall rating for this marker is going to have to be 3.5 stars out of 5. I do strongly suggest you go pick one of these bad boys up. They are very inexpensive and worth it. So pick up your very own OTR .171 or OTR .071 Cold Sweat marker today. Okay, so that's all my time for today YouTube. Please, if you have any questions about this video or any of my other videos, or if you have video ideas for different kind of videos you want me to do, or different kind of markers you want me to review, if you have any extremely hateful racist comments, or if you think I am missing something in my videos, please post a comment on my video or my homepage and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I do have some bad news though. I am moving, so it might be a while before I post another video because I need to get settled in my new house, and my buddy who does all my editing lives further away now. So I will be posting videos, but it might take me a while. Anyways, I'm out, so hope you liked this review, and remember to stay tuned for more gnarly graffiti related videos. Peace!